Welcome to Dianna's Mud Shop. I just opened the kiln I fired 3 days ago. This is my basket. This is how it's loaded. If you'll notice the little chimes, I didn't have room for my regular bead rack. So you see how they're spaced evenly all the way across. Anyway, I'll put the camera on the stand and we'll unload the kiln. All right. First of all, like I showed you, here's the chimes. They're little fish, and I'll take these off when it's off camera time, but I have texture on both sides. This is Stroke and Coats Blue Yonder is what I used on the little fish. It matches the chimes. These in the middle, these are going to be a jewelry set. This is in the ancient copper. See how the two of the bigger wings will be together as a pendant, and the little wings will be earrings. These are angel wings. Okay, now let's post out of the way. When I make my wind chimes, I have a bigger piece that's used as a wind catcher, and that's this little whale. And also I have beads inside for the clapper, and that's these. So, and of course I fire them on a bed of nails or on stills. This is the chime bell that it'll go on. I make loops on the inside. Of course, I'll clean the bottoms off when I get through. This is, there is a showing you on a video on down, if you'll check. I do show you how to make these if you'd like to. I pull a handle like you would a mug handle. It's actually just a mug with a rounded bottom, and put the loop in it on the inside, and put your holes in it. Now don't glaze the bottom so that you can fire it, and that way it's glazed everywhere, inside and out. All right, I've done 2 other bells, and their pieces are in the inside. This is ancient copper with snow on the top. You see how it gives a little, they call it a tiger effect, oil spot, but it's the shiny. And I'll have to look up this green, but I did a green one. Let's see. The other bell, Rainforest and Smoky Merlot was on that one. All right. I also did, this is Indigo, Georgie's Indigo Interactive Pigments on here with crystal clear dipped. It's a Clayscapes glaze, clear glaze dipped. And this is sky blue on the inside. This is a paper towel holder. Now this started out 7 inches across, so it shrinks about 12%, so it should hold your paper towels, and a slit here to pull them through. All right, let's move this shelf. My basket, I did fire this kiln a little hotter. The cones show that it started a 7, so it's almost a cone 7, which is really pushing it for this glaze and for this, or for the clay. But ancient copper loves the hotter temperature. So my basket warped a little. It's flat on the bottom, but it's actually shaped like an egg, if you'll see. I'm going to try again. I'm going to make another one. I want one that's white so I can paint on it and leave the stripes in it a little wider so I can paint some flowers and stuff on it. So there'll be another basket coming, but this one I'll use this year for Easter. That'll be pretty with some green Easter grass in it and some candy. So there's my Easter basket. All right, I'm gonna look on my notes. This is Georgie's Interactive Pigments Autumn Foliage on the outside and Crystal Clear. And on the inside, it's Smoky Merlot. You can see down in it, it's a little bit of a purple color. And it has two tops that go with it. This one is the, ooh, that's pretty. The Indigo Georgian Interactive Pigments with the Crystal Clear. I love that texture on there. That is, it turned out pretty. And on the inside of it, I did ochre. All right, here's the other paper towel holder. Let's see. Trying to find it on here. I think I did. Hope I wrote it down. Maybe I didn't. I don't see it, but I did the stamps and the underglaze in it to make it shine, and then dipped it in clear. And then on the top, I just did, I think it's a true green. It's an Amico color. All right, this is utensil holder. This is Autumn Foliage Interactive Pigments and Storm on the inside. Load these up. All right, my divided dish. I did not write the colors, but I did the Mako's Desert Dusk. Mako's Desert Dusk on this. And then the flux on top, the light flux. It turned out all right color for the bee texture. Divided dish. Here's the back. Desert Dusk. Pretty. All right, time to get a shelf out. Here are my witness cones. 4 and 5 are completely melted. 6 is bowed down. 7 is started to bow. So I got a good 6 and almost a 7 in the top part of my kiln. All right, let's lift this bad boy out carefully. All right, now for the other 2 divided dishes that I did, the small ones, they are like individual sized chip and dips. Peacock and C Note. This is Peacock and C Note. And I did the bottom also in the Peacock. And you can put your dip on this side, your chips here, and enjoy the ball game. All right, the other one is Stone Denim and C Note on the top. So this is Stone Denim on the white clay and the C Note on top. Here's the back. Okay, I refired. I figured out on my last unloading, I had this dish I pulled out and it had crawled in places. But I had my door open. We live in the South Mississippi, and we have mosquitoes year round. And in January, I had the door open, glazing, and mosquitoes came in, and I sprayed for the mosquitoes. Well, it got on my pieces and made them crawl. So when it does that, it actually burns off everything while it's firing. So I reglazed it in those spots and refired it. And so there's my divided dish. This is the ultra teal on the inside, the top of it. Now this is just a blue speedball underglaze and white back. So it shows the texture, gives some color, and it's not white all over it. So just adds to the piece. Now that divided dish, I also have a video showing how to make it. I made my own forms out of clay and bisfired them, and I reused them to make those trays. All right, next on here are the chime pieces for the ancient copper. And see, I have them all on. I'm careful how I'm tilting them so they don't fall off, because they are loose. It's just that easy to get them off. Okay, so, and here are the birds for the wind catcher, and I'll pop these off. Okay, then the butterflies for the other chime, wind chime. It's the big one for the wind catcher. The little ones, like I say, I'm scared to tilt it too much because they pop off so easy. Okay, so I'll get all these off. Okay, and I did a witness cone in the middle also, because I have another large shelf, and this is cone 5. So you see it got past cone 5. It's almost completely melted. So I was going for a cone right at close to 6. The clay is a 4-6 clay, so it can handle up to 6. It really doesn't like it any hotter. But I did push it because I wanted the glaze to shine. These are 2 little froggy keychains. That's what they'll be. All right, get my other shelf out, and it'll be a surprise what's under it. Okay. All right. These are the lids to the little jar. This is a flower frog, so that you can put this on top of it and it'll be a vase, or you can use this lid and it's just a jar. Goes on the one with the handles. Here's the jar lid, and here's the flower frog if you want to put flowers in it. The holes help you arrange your flowers and hold them in. And so this is a dual purpose jar. So you can use it for whatever. Q-tips in the bathroom, a sugar jar, whatever. All right, and the other one, here's the pieces off of it for it. The lid with the blue and the flower frog. And here's with the lid on it. And here's with the flower frog on it. See. All right. Again, the same thing with the tray. I had one of the cutting boards that had to be refired. So I just reglazed over it. Now, a lot of people want to heat their piece and put more glaze on it, or spray something on it and put glaze on it. I don't. I just put a light coat on it, leave it alone, let it dry, come back and put another coat on it, and let it dry and fire it. So that's all you have to do. You don't have to add anything. You don't have to heat up anything. I don't have access to anything. I'm 100 yards away from my house, so if I took it home and heated it up, it'd be cold by the time I got it back down here. So okay, the next piece is also a refire. When I fired it before, it fired to cone 5 and the green was dull, and I really didn't like it. I got to checking on this. The Mako stoneware glazes really like cone 6. So it was called green gloss. When I got it out, it wasn't gloss. So I fired it hotter. Now it's glossy, you can see. And this was a custom order piece. Someone asked for this. This is just a white glaze in the inside. I hand painted the owl eagle. Sorry about that. It's an eagle. And this is a hand I just cut out of my clay, hand cut out. So, and press this in. So there's my Mississippi plate is done. I can deliver that Sunday. Okay, going down to the bottom. Wowza. Okay. All right. In the bottom, I also have a cone 5 completely glazed. So the glazed pieces in here did need to go to cone 5. I put the cone 6 pieces on top. I know my kiln. People say, well, you change this, change that. I know my kiln. I know how it fires, and I load it according. This little bowl, ooh, this is that Blue Isle stroke and coat, which is a glaze. You don't use it just for an underglaze. And inside is Western Papaya. I just love this color. It is gorgeous, and the two colors together, just wow. It just really stands out. This is a little small 5-inch bowl. I just love this texture on here too. Texture is from a rolling pin that I got from Clay Share, and it's Art Nouveau is the name of the rolling pin. All right, one more. This one is also the Desert Dusk, and it has winter wood on the outside. Both of these are Mako glazes. Like that. There's a lot of grog stuck on the bottom. I keep grog on my bottom shelf because that's where I usually put my larger platters. I didn't put the Mississippi one on there this time, but the first time I fired it, I put it on the bottom on the grog. Because it was a refire, it's already done all its shrinking. So I didn't have to worry about grog under it. Now, what's left in here is a set of stacking bowls that I use GR pottery forms and a set of plaster molds together to make my bowls. And I wanted to glaze them with the peacock glazing. And I started it out and I used Speedball underglaze. Then somebody said, you can't use Speedball because it doesn't melt, it just stays there. So I scraped it back where it wouldn't be bubbled up. It was smooth. And I added stroke and coat underglaze, stroke and coat on it, which isn't an underglaze, and I made the peacock bowls. And I think it turned out beautiful. Now the color that I used under it is winterwood under it, and I used on the outside is the Desert Dust from Mako, and here's the inside. You use a lot of flux or oatmeal, something that's going to really, really run, and you add your colors and it pulls the colors down. It's a little different than some of the peacock glazing that I've done, but this was a combination of stroke and coats and of the Speedball underglazes. Okay, this is the largest bowl. This is the next size bowl. And this is the next size down. Of course, they all match. And the little baby one. Here's the little baby one. So here they are, the stacking bowls. And I like them. I like that color. It's a little different. It'll look good in my showroom. And that is about it. And I'll close it down. Till I get another load made. All right. Well, thank you for joining me in the mud shop. Be looking for pictures. I'll be posting pictures on my Facebook page, Dianna's Mud Shop. Like and share that if you would. Check out some of the other videos if you want to learn how to make a few pieces, or if you just want to look at color combinations, either one. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button, and you'll know every time I load another video. All right, you never know what I'm going to come up with next. Thank you for joining me in the mud shop. Till next time, bye.